Alright, this video is an overview on how to download and use iBooks Author to publish your stories. The very first thing you want to do is go to the App Store. It looks like this when you've pulled it up. Most of the time it's already on your menu bar, but if you need to go to the launch pad, it's that little rocket ship, and you can search for App Store, or you can just look for that blue letter A. Once in here, you want to go to the search bar and go to iBooks Author. And you search that. iBooks is one word. Author is its own word as well. It should be the first thing that comes up, and it should have like a little orange book with a blue pen. I've already downloaded it, but this would usually say download. It is a free option to download. But make sure that you are logged into your account. So if you click under Store, if you're logged in to your Apple ID, it should have an account where it says View My Account. You can see there's my Apple ID email. You can always sign out, but make sure that you are logged in. If, for example, I'm just going to go ahead and sign out just so you can see what this looks like. When I click Sign In, if I forgot my password, you can go through the Forgot Password process, and I'll help you. You should have an Apple ID already created when you logged into your laptop for the first time. But again, if you can't even remember what email you did, you can also just create an account using your school email or a personal Gmail like I've done. And when you create an account, it'll take you to this page. It's going to ask for your email. You have to create a password. Make sure you save your password and accept the terms and conditions. Now that you have downloaded the application, it should show up in your launch pad. Again, that little rocket ship. And you can always search if you've got lots of applications, but it's the orange book with the blue pen. You can click on that. The very first thing that comes up are all these different templates. Now we are making a picture book, and a lot of these are made for full chapter books, but you can always manipulate and change the pictures and the pages and the text to fit your needs. There's a blank one, but I personally would prefer to use a pre-made template. It's just a little bit easier. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this one here. This looks interesting. So I've chosen a template. It takes a little minute for it to load, but once you've chosen it, it takes you here. You can see that there is a menu on this left-hand side. This book title, this is the cover. So obviously I can delete this picture, and if I wanted to upload a picture of, say, a cat, I'd have to do a Google search for an image that I want. I'd have to find the image that I like. And let's say I like this one. I'm going to save this image. I'm going to save it in my downloads, but you can also save it anywhere else you'd prefer depending on how frequently you delete your downloads. Often it's a good idea to erase and put them in your trash and empty your trash on a regular basis to free up data and space on your laptop. So I'm going to go ahead and save that in my downloads. I'm going to go back to iBooks. I'm going to go to Insert and then Choose. This is a little unusual because it's not very intuitive, but I go to Insert, Choose, and then it takes me to my menu. You can see I can upload this image from my downloads, and now it's on my cover. I can make it bigger or smaller. I can change the text, and I can also change the font up here if I like. So if I'd rather have that font or maybe this font, and I can make it as personal as I want, and you can, erase text box. You can insert text box by going to Insert and Text Box. So if I wanted to add text to my cover here, I could do that. Just have to move it, and then you have to change what the text says. You can change the font size, the font, etc. You can also add an intro media like a movie or an image. That's kind of a cool extra thing you can do. It's not required. Same thing for a table of contents. This is probably not necessary for the children's books, but for those writing full stories, that might be something to consider, especially if you have chapters or sections. But for those doing the children's picture books, let's not do the table of contents. And you can always do a glossary as well, but I don't think we actually need that for our type of project. You can also start editing your story. This would be the first page of your story. You can see they have 3 different pictures, which I really like, and then they have text here. I really like that style for the picture books because you can add your own pictures here, and then you can type your text there. And then you can add more pages. Here's another section. They even have different cool types of text box and different fonts that you can use. Again, you have to manipulate the pictures and delete things and add things and move text box around. For those doing picture books with a page like this where it's all text, we don't ever want a page with just all text. So I'm going to erase this, and add a new page by right-clicking, control-clicking, and I clicked add a new page. So I can add text box by clicking that, or going to insert text box, and I can change the shape of the text box, and then of course I can insert and choose images as well. So you can create the format of the page that you like. Make sure that you're saving by clicking File, then Save. I'm going to save on my desktop just for now, but it's probably a good idea to save it in your documents somewhere safe. Make sure you name it something that you can remember, and you can save it, and it should be saved into your files. You can see mine just popped up on my desktop there. Now, when I'm ready to present my story, I'm going to go to View, and I'm going to go to, I'm actually going to go to File, and I'm actually going to go to Preview. And it's going to say this computer, books for iBooks for Mac, and I'm going to click Preview again, and then you want to click OK. And then it's going to take you to a preview, and this is how you're going to present your story to your audience when we do the real thing. So you can see that you can scroll through the pages, but I'm going to go to my book cover. And to show the book cover, it kind of does this weird thing where you have to double click it. You have to exit out of it first, you have to double click it. It shows the cover and then it opens it. So I would wait until your audience is present before clicking on it and then going through each of your pages. Okay, that's how you use iBooks Author. Thanks for watching.